So is Romulus as good and or bad as people say it is? Well, it is a rare film that it is mostly pretty good, but it does have some pretty terrible stuff, and that's confusing a lot of the fans who obviously like the good stuff. But the things that are splitting people, I'm agreeing with the critics that it looked visually dodgy and ethically is very suspect. Even though this is minor spoilers, I am not going to reveal too much because some of the twists were stupid, but still, I appreciate where they were going. So the basic gist is Rain and the robot companion, Andy, cook up a scheme to enter a derelict ship to basically improve their lot. They're being oppressed by the Wayland Corporation. So Rain and her friends are going to try to improve things by stealing some stuff and making life better for themselves. But then, guess what? The aliens show up. Now, even from the very beginning, you're going to be wondering, how could there be so many aliens, and why are the aliens growing up so quickly? They answer these questions, and that will lead to some of the spoilers. And I'm afraid they're not very good spoilers. So this will depend a lot on how much you love all the alien films. I mean, all of the alien films, not just the first one or the second one, technically, but all of the alien films. So get ready for it. Ash is back, or to be more accurate, an android model of Ash is back called Rook, and Rook is going to lead us back into the Prometheus Covenant universe. And you're like, what? What the hell? So yes, you know that black goo that was so controversial with Prometheus and Covenant? It's back. So the black goo has created new aliens, and the new aliens are trying to kill our hero people. So you might think, oh, that's pretty clever. And it is a clever idea, but the way it's done is going to lead to some diminishing returns. So I'm not going to spoil anything more than that. They made some, I think, bizarre decisions. I think it would have been a better film, as the trailer kind of implied, if they're only going to do Alien and Aliens and not go further. But no, they touch upon every Alien film. I don't know if they touched on AVP. I've not seen the AVP films, but they touch upon every Alien film and even one Alien game. You don't have to see those things to enjoy this. Probably the only film you have to see is Alien, but if you have seen every Alien film, you're going to get it. You're going to get nods, allusions, dialogue. They're going to recreate entire scenes. I mostly enjoyed it, but if you're going to get annoyed after a while, you're going to get really annoyed because they keep doing it over and over again. So if this Rise of Skywalker bad with the fan service, and it's just like, stop going back to the first or third or 20th film. It's not Rise of Skywalker bad where it's like, oh, Lando's here. Why? Cameo. Why is she here? Cameo. Why are they there? Cameo time. No, it's not Rise of Skywalker bad with just keep doing fan service because we're not going to have a story, but it's very damn close because after a while you're like, okay, we're just going to recreate old moments. However, they do save the film by having brand new moments, and they are totally brand new. These moments and scenes have never been seen before, and they are very well done. Three scenes are very inventive. You've never seen these in the Alien series. I appreciate that. And people are complaining this is not working with the franchise. I think the director Alvarez is taking the seriously as mythology. However, the mythology itself is a little confusing. So a part of the fandom will be frustrated they just don't stick to Alien and Aliens, the popular films, but they will touch upon all the films. At the end of the day, did it work? I think the horror did work for the most part. I was only scared in a few scenes, but I've seen too many horror films, so that's fine. So they will definitely surprise you in a lot of places. However, I think it will also be frustrating because, like, all right, really, we're gonna do that? Yeah, we're gonna do that all over again. And it does keep to the structure and the core of the Alien films, but I think that's what's puzzling people. It is being respectful of those films, but again, some people will be like, I don't care about those films. I don't respect those films. Why are we going back to those films? But that's what this is. So this is basically a prequel film. Even though it is set up after Alien, it basically is more in the vein of Prometheus and Covenant. It's really a kind of a third film in that trilogy. I appreciate what they were up to, and I like Ridley Scott. I admire him, but sometimes he does make a bad film. Sometimes he has bad decisions. For the most part, he's the grand master of cinema, but I feel him being a producer, they probably leaned in on the Prometheus Covenant angle a little bit too much. However, if you do like Covenant and Prometheus, you love those films, you're going to really go crazy with this one. I'm kind of split because I did not like Prometheus and Covenant, so I'm going to give this a very mixed score of, from a fan perspective, 8.25, but from a critic perspective, 7.5. It is a love letter, but I think it's a very twisted kind of love letter.